The beauty and the beast. Who am I kidding? You're both beautiful. Okay, come on. So this is my model 1893. It is chambered in 7mm Mauser. Over here, this is my semi-custom rifle, my Shaw Mark 7, that is chambered in the same. And what we're doing today, and the star of the show, is actually this, how do you say it, Sellier Bellot? I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not entirely sure. The name is definitely French, but I believe they set up a factory over in the Czech Republic, although they're now Brazilian owned. There we go, yeah. See, Czech Republic. And I think, yeah, they are now Brazilian owned, if I remember correctly. I'll fact check myself afterwards. Anyway, so this is basically a semi-wad cutter for a rifle. This is their SPCE round. Soft point cutting edge. I'm sorry. And in this rifle, which is... the barrel of which has seen far better days, these actually usually perform fairly well, or at least they used to. We're going to see how well they perform now, and then we're also going to see how well they do in my semi-custom rifle, chambered for the same round. Enough talk, let's get to it. I suppose, while we're getting prepared, we should talk a little bit about how we plan on conducting ourselves. I love how smooth that is. So for this rifle and our aged beauty, we're only going to fire at 50 yards. It's iron sights. The only thing that's really been changed with it is that a while ago I did change out the firing spring, and I'm trying to think of what else. I think actually that's it. Oh no, the magazine follower. That had to be replaced as well. Beyond that, though, she's original. She was originally made in 1906. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. In the Oviedo Armory in Spain. So it is a true Spanish Mauser. So when it comes to actual procedure firing, you'll notice I have my old front rest. I'm including a rear rest. We're going for maximum stability here. Only iron sights, only 50 yards, and we're going to see how well we do. If it's under a 2-inch group, I'll be happy. This thing has a lot of issues with it. It's mostly in the barrel, but the throat especially is very eroded away. It hasn't been happy, but like I said, this ammo usually treated this rifle very well. With my semi-custom, I'm going to be firing at 100 yards because I have a 20 power scope. And we're going to be shooting at far smaller targets. I think it's probably going to knock it out of the water. If this is a competition, no, it's not happening. We're just seeing how well this stuff does. So if you're in the same boat as I am, where you have an old rifle that has seen better days, and you still want to get a little bit of performance out of her, this might be the ticket. Okay, so here we go. First 5 shots. Look how clean cut those are. And we see some vertical dispersion here. I think that might be me. I think that might be issues with... It's been a while since I fired this gun. And it's the, the notch with the front post. I think this might be me having issues with front sight alignment. I'm going to go ahead and fire 5 more. Let's see how well they do. But otherwise, great horizontal dispersion. So let's see if our next 5 shots, if we can really tighten that up. If it stays like that, then I'm just going to say that's how it's doing today. Yeah, it was totally me. So look here. Basically, I don't remember which one exactly, but all 5 right there, and that's approximately 1 inch. I'll take a photo for Range Buddy and I'll put it in the editing. But you can see here, this is why I kept up hope for so long with this rifle, and why I did so many videos with it is because I wanted to show pretty much what the power of reloading can do for you with even an old, worn out Milsurp rifle. Because one of the first videos I did here is, I think it was 145 grain Spear hollow point boat tails with BLC2 of all powders. I did a nice 1-inch group just like that, and I'll have to put a link in editing again to show you that. So with proper hand loading, you can get about that, and if we extrapolate from this, it's about a 2-inch group at 100 yards, if you assume. Who knows, maybe it might be the same size. I do have 5 shots that I could do with that, but I'd rather use them for the chronograph. Anyway, I'm going to see how well my semi-custom rifle does. Well, this is slightly embarrassing, but yeah, this is my semi-custom rifle. Nice clean holes from the ammo, bullets rather I should say, and that's a 1-inch group. 1-inch group at 100 yards with a 20 power scope. I'm not very happy with that. However, I did feel like they're all pretty good shots. One thing I think is very interesting is that this had verticality too. Okay, forgive the wind. That says dupe 2. So I just fired 3 shots with my 1893. So 2433, 2433. So the high 2433, average 2433, extreme spread 0, standard deviation 0. Somehow I fired 3 shots and all of them came out 2433. I'm gonna fire one more. One more. That only leaves 1 shot for my semi-custom. But honestly, that's fine. That's fine. So let's see how well this does. Okay, the 4th shot came out. Come on, focus. 2450, which probably seems more in the ballpark for off-the-shelf ammo. Let's see how well the semi-custom does. Okay, so I did fire 3 shots with my semi-custom. Let's review. So 2469, 2455, 2482. Average 2468. Extreme spread 27. Standard deviation 13. So that's a very, very small, forgive the wind. That's a very small sample size, but that's actually pretty good for off-the-shelf ammo. I think that's probably a more accurate representation than whatever we got with the 1893. But whatever. And also keep in mind, the semi-custom has a 26-inch barrel. The Milsurp rifle has a 29-inch barrel. So the fact that you're getting comparable speeds, well, kind of goes to show how kind of loose the tolerances were. Actually, since this is of European make, the bore diameter, the groove diameter is actually slightly wider. I believe it's a 285 is the standard, and I want to say that this one is 287 if I remember when I slugged it last. Farewell, rifle. Once upon a time you were a princess, now you're a old grizzled war veteran. Safe travels.